My name is Neka Ibrokwe.
Hi, I'm Adeze Yobo.
Welcome to
Neka and Adeze Lifestyle.
My Easter was nice. It's a family time, of course, and a lot of kids time, family time, seeing my dad, seeing in-laws, seeing friends and family. It was nice.
So I had a busy Easter. At some point I actually thought, I forgot that it was Easter weekend. So I walked through into the Easter weekend. But then my son had all these things planned for us to do on weekend. So he pushed us to do it. That was how I got into the Easter mood. And yeah, it's good. Okay, so Easter to me is love. You know, like as a Christian, what the whole symbol of Easter is love, you know, sacrifice and love. So that's what it means to me. And yeah.
You know, I'm half Turkish, half Nigerian. I mean, you know that definitely. And I started living in Nigeria since 2011, end of 2011. So because my mom is Turkish and my dad is Nigerian, and I'm in Turkey, I didn't practice so much Christian stuff or Nigerian things. And basically being in Turkey and any Christmas, Easter and those kind of things that's the meaning of it is my uncle coming to pick me and take me out, going to the Nigerian church, or there's a Catholic church in Taksim, you know that. And and we go there like 30 minutes church service and like party for 6-7 hours, and it was a nice gathering for me because my dad was quite protective of me going to other places, and that's the meaning for me, especially when I'm in Turkey.
So it means partying.
Yeah, partying with my fellow people basically in Turkey. On Friday I thought it's going to be so restful, so relaxing. Man, I was wrong. So Monday was resting actually. Then Saturday, what did we do Saturday? We worked together?
No, you had an event on Saturday, was it?
Maybe it was not that important.
It was in the evening, no?
But what was it? Anyway, so Saturday was a bit tiring. I was wondering, but Sunday, oh my god. I woke up so early, so many children. I went to my dad's house with like the whole family met there. Then I went to my in-laws house. Then more family came there. Then my cousins followed me. All of a sudden, from 2 kids, I had 8 kids in the house that are less than 13 years old. I'm like, wow, I really thought I want plenty kids, but all of a sudden I'm like, well, it's not gonna work like this. Then after that, it was quite tiring. Then we had our amazing family breakfast.
No, what about Sunday?
I'm talking about Sunday.
This is Monday.
Yeah, that's last night and this morning.
Oh, I thought it was Saturday or something.
Yeah, last night was quite long.
That's amazing.
No, next time don't wait for me. You do that at that when I'm showing my fingers. Please, can we cut that? You want to let me tell you this how you are?
I didn't plan. I wanted to just rest. This Easter was supposed to be for sleeping from the beginning to the end. I just wanted to rest. But my sweet Joey had it all planned out. The itinerary for the day. He said, wow, we're going to do this, do that, do that. I was tired. I tried to push the task to my husband. He said he wants to sleep. So we had to look at their faces. I was like, okay, let's just do this for 1 hour. But then when we started enjoying it. We did the Easter egg hunt. So we hid the eggs all over the house, and they drew some Easter decoration. You know, normally before the COVID, pre-COVID season, they would do all these things in school, and Easter decoration and stuff like that, fun things like that. Maybe Easter party. We had so much fun doing it. I didn't even want it to stop. Like we kept running up and down the house, chasing. It was fun. And then today we had the breakfast. We dressed up again for breakfast. So it's kind of rest, but fun rest. So at least I take my mind off work. And
it was really strictly family, right?
Yes, it was family. So it's a good time.
It's tiring, but good time.
Yes. Then I had to teach them what Easter means and all of that, because I heard Lexi say something about Easter. I'm like, I'm doing a bad job as a mother. She's like, what is Easter? What does Easter mean to you? Lexi said, Easter. I don't even want to say what she said. So I was like, okay guys, sit down. Let's watch a movie on Easter.
I always felt like it will be such a easy thing because I have been waiting for kids for a long while, and I felt like once they come, I wouldn't have any reason to complain. I'm like, let them come and be all naughty and all, but and you know, I just felt like it shouldn't be such a difficult thing to focus on good schools, good playgrounds, or you know, good everything around you. It should just come as it. I mean, it should just be easy as it goes. Yeah. But you know, once you have them and you are trying, you are realizing that all hard work the family is giving, everybody's putting in is for them and for their futures. I mean, obviously it's a bit difficult in Nigeria. There was a time I actually thought that if you are financially okay, comfortable, it will be easy to do it. And you know, they are just 4, so it's not such a hassle to find a good school. I'm quite happy with their school right now, but I mean, when they grow, you might have to look for a more competitive place for them, for their mental development and everything. So it's difficult, but love keeps us strong.
You find it difficult to say it's difficult.
Yeah, because it's you know how since I met you, I'm telling you, I'm moving to Spain. I'm moving to Spain.
You're still in Nigeria.
Well, one day I will move.
Okay, so so do you think, like, prior to, okay, well, you didn't have kids like when you were living in Turkey, but do you think it would have been easier in Nigeria?
Oh, definitely. Turkey.
In Turkey, sorry.
In Turkey, yeah, every 3 steps there's playground. There is activities morning, night, afternoon, weekend, morning, night, afternoon for holiday.
And the thing is that you don't need that much help. And it's so crazy that you have so much help in Nigeria, yet you find yourself in the midst of all of these challenges as a parent, and it's kind of like swallowing you, and some days you feel like it's overwhelming, but it seems like it's difficult to raise kids more difficult to raise kids in Nigeria than other, like I've lived in 2 different countries.
I feel like the reason is, I feel like first of all, there's never peace of mind. There's security problem. You don't trust the people that might be there at that time. It's just one wrong person.
Yes, I messed everything up. Yes, I think
so
that makes sense. I never even thought about it like that.
So
because in Turkey, I would go out, and not feel like, I don't know, like I know, like in Turkey, you would hear stories in newspaper how they kidnapped one child or the other, but it's still not the same as it's not the same as Nigeria.
I will give an example. So sorry for cutting you. I just give this example of thieves in Turkey, right? Like they will maximum take your wallet and your phone from your bag.
Yes, but the ones in Nigeria,
but in Nigeria, they will come with machine guns.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's scary. So that risk is not even good for it. I just feel like it's very difficult for a child to grow comfortably with that self-confidence under that pressure and under that stress.
And I think that makes us as parents worry more, so we feel like we're not giving enough, even when we are giving enough.
Okay, healthcare in Nigeria, especially for kids, is a struggle. And my kids, because they are twins, they were born early. They were born 32 weeks, and they were born in Turkey, and they were incubated for 6-7 weeks. I actually, particularly for Turkey, I feel very happy that they were born in Turkey, because you know how you guys, like, people travel to US or UK and all
to have kids.
Yeah, the health sector in Turkey is amazing. Hospitals are like 5-6 stars hotels.
I agree.
It's amazing. The food is great. This one they say hospital food.
I never want to leave their hospital.
It's amazing. You want to have surgery every week. Well, I'm talking about private hospitals though. But even government hospitals, you can't compare it with Nigeria, obviously. But so when we came to Nigeria, I stayed in Turkey for 1 year before the kids came, and because we wanted to be sure that nothing can occur. We were planning to come 6 months later, but we don't want any complication because they were born early, and and Nefes especially is more sensitive than Jam, and we didn't want any complication because even after incubation he had a virus called RSV virus, and he was in hospital in intensive care, in quarantine.
In Nigeria?
No, in Turkey for 1 week. Man, that is like the hardest time in my life, and that's when I'm like, well, we really need to stay. And I remember when we came back, I remember he got sick a few times, and it was really a struggle. And I was just so blessed with my doctor here, Dr. Sahar. I love her so much. Her blue eyes.
In Nigeria?
Yeah, I heard from few people about her, and she's so knowledgeable, at such a young age.
My second son, he had this childhood seizure. So one of the episodes, really bad extreme episode that we had, like that went through like 24 hours, him having seizures 24 hours, was when I knew I experienced the flaws. I would hear about how bad the Nigerian healthcare sector is, but I never really experienced it prior to Jaden having before they diagnosed him with childhood seizure. So when that happened, when we had that episode of 24 hours having seizure, that was when I knew how clueless the Nigerian health sector was. They had no idea what to do. Like, I was running helter skelter. My husband, we were stressed. At some point, we're like, what can we do? Like, we were reading. I was Googling right there in front of them. They were Googling, we were checking what to do and administer to my son. Imagine as a mom standing in front of people you feel know the answers to your child's issues, and they are clueless, and you have to be doing the work for them. That's how bad. The kind of hospitals I'm talking about are not like bad. It's not even a government hospital. It's like they are good hospitals with good, what do you call them? Good,
Healthcare.
good, like, well, not good healthcare because they couldn't do anything, but I mean like good technology and good names. Reputable like hospitals that you feel they should know the basic as like to childhood seizure, which should be one of the main things they should know about. So that was when I experienced the flaws of healthcare in Nigeria. That was the first time that we experienced that. So another time that I experienced the flaws in this Nigerian healthcare is when I was pregnant with Lexin. When I was pregnant with Lexin, they told me that I went for a regular scan and they said that I had fibroid.
What?
And what they were saying in the scan was fibroid, not a baby. And then they also mentioned that another hospital said it was an incomplete abortion. In fact, they gathered all their high physicians to come and look. This is just a pregnant woman sitting down, and they're like digging in and looking and looking around, gathered around, reading one big thing like I had cancer or something like that. And this is pregnancy. This is supposed to be the easiest thing for any healthcare system, any country's healthcare in the whole world. Let me not just talk about the bad. We finally found a good pediatrician who's kind of stabilized the situation with my second son, Jaden, with his childhood seizure, which is Dr. Ngozi Onya. She's quite a big name in Nigeria. She's very big. So you can tell that she knows what she's doing, but we shouldn't have very few.
And it shouldn't be so difficult.
It shouldn't be so difficult to find, because a lot of lives are being lost looking for that right doctor. Because it's from word to like you're hearing from people like, oh, we were searching for doctors like we were searching for a visa.
Okay, I was so specific on the things that I chose. They were not breastfeed at all, so, and I was so worried about, they are premature, so I was really worried about the formulas that I will give them, and but I didn't have much challenge in that. I needed their weight to be increasing fast, because they were born 600 gram and 670 gram.
Wow.
So it was 600 gram and 720 gram.
Wow.
So that really scared me. So the formulas that they were taking were really the ones that will build some weight. However, I was so worried for the immune, because breast milk has one kind of amazing immune that I couldn't provide for them, and that was quite challenging the first year, but they took it totally well. I mean, I was worried and paranoid in my mind, but I didn't have problem with them. Like, unlike many other kids, we didn't have constipation or vomiting. Okay, one of my sons, Nefes, had indigestion problem, but I think his own is genetic, because like my husband's side is like that generally. So I had that problem. Then our doctor in Turkey advised us to go to a nutritionist. Not nutritionist, she wrote a book on solid foods to start and things that you can feed your kids till they are 6.
Do you remember the book?
Yeah, I remember the book. I told you about the book, and you told me that why don't I write my own book? Do you remember? Because when we met, I was like the super mom, no need for biscuits. Every morning I will bake their organic cookies. They never,
yogurt.
yes, I will do my own yogurts, and they must eat yogurt, because of the
You were worried about
yes,
that, yeah.
I wanted anything that's fermented to increase their immune system, basically. Oh God, I think I talked too much. The minute they turned 3, God, they ate everything that I didn't think they will ever eat. But you know, I kind of in my home balance Nigerian food and Turkish food as well. So I don't want them to go to Turkey and they're like, "Mommy, what is this?" What kind of this? I balance it, and you know, if you are in Nigeria, if you don't eat Nigerian food, not because of only the cultural reasons, but also for the children's health, growth, it is necessary, I think.
So with my kids, Lexing was the only one that was breastfed. That's because I just wanted to see the difference, experience that side, because the other 2 weren't really breastfed. And the difference I can say now, because before I breastfed Lexing, if someone comes to me and say, "Oh, you didn't breastfeed your child," I always became defensive. Like Lexing, I understood that there was actually a big difference, especially in that immune system. I never agreed to it with Joey and Jaden, but after Lexing is the only child of mine that didn't really have any baby sickness. You know those baby flus, viral flus, and all of that babies get. Lexing didn't really. I don't remember us having to rush Lexing to the hospital because she couldn't breathe, or because the you know, when the mucus, we're going to be a bit mommy-ish now, when the mucus goes inside and they can't breathe and they're struggling. Lexing didn't really have.
Did she ever use humidifier?
Lexing didn't really. So as regards the nutrition now, my kids have always had like a very strict eat all you can eat and anything you see, I don't give a damn what you're eating diet. So I'm not Neka, when I met Neka would be making her own yogurt at home. Like she will make the yogurt at home. My kids, I let them I'm an anyhow kind of mom when it comes to eat. If you want burger, you eat. If you want salad, you eat. But I try because that is not so good. So I don't want to advise you wrongly. If you're a new mom and you're looking for how to guide your child in nutrition, this is not the right way to go, because Jaden and Lexing don't like vegetables. Joey likes vegetable because he lived in an environment where they ate salads a lot. He lived in Turkey till he was about 5. So they ate, every food that comes in Turkey comes with a salad. So Joey got used to eating healthy in Turkey. But as Jaden and Lexi, Niger kids, they can't see vegetable in their food. They have to take it off. So I usually I had to blend the carrots. So if I'm making like pasta that needs to have like carrots and cabbage inside, you might see the pasta looking plain, like just creamy. But inside that creamy sauce has like a blended puree of carrots and other vegetables. So yeah, apart from that, I don't have any particular. I breastfed Lexi for 18 months, strictly breastfeeding for 18 months, and apart from the immune system, nothing else. So if you're able to get the immune system stronger the way Neka did from other sources, you can outsource that. But apart from that,
So coming from sports background, I was playing basketball in Fenerbahçe. Fenerbahçe benim, biricik sevgilim, söylesene başka kimim var benim. Anyway, so playing
she's
basketball.
a mad Fenerbahçe fan, and my husband
Why
played in
shouldn't
Fenerbahçe.
I? If you
So
cut
I
my-
think
if you
that was
cut-
how we got connected somehow.
If you cut me, it's going to come out yellow and blue.
So Fenerbahçe is a football team in Turkey. Just
Go
in
and
case you
support
don't
my
know.
team.
Support our team.
Okay, so basically from them, and because of the basketball background, I always ate healthy, and my mom was like, before this organic trend started eating organic and all, in Europe everybody wants to buy organic things, my mom was already so keen on it before it became trendy. So I always chose that, and I really didn't I was not a sweet tooth. I was never let's go and eat junk food kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I felt like as they didn't let me, I would adjust like that, but it didn't work like that. I mean, for the kids, I thought they were like that till now. They're like, wow, pizza. I mean, they eat pizza every day and they're always so excited. I just don't get it. And basically, that is. But eating healthy, it really helps the kids in future. But now, especially for them to gain some weight, my friend advised, she's a medical person, she advised me to do 1 day junk food. So that day they're like so happy, they're eating burger, they're eating pizza. However, I'm the one doing the burger and the patty with good flour and everything, but they still enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I still mix their juice and coke and all with water.
I wanted to mention that one thing, as much as I'm an anyhow eating person, one thing that I love to do is make their own food. So we make more homemade food than buy more junk. So if I'm putting in junk in them all the time, I'd rather it be my type of junk
Yeah, you
than the
control the
outside.
junk.
So I control the kind of junk. So they might think they're eating a burger that has like so much fatty things inside. The way I would make mine would be different from. So if they were using like a general like hot tata kind of oil outside, I would use like olive oil. So that kind of sort of thing like that. So I'm not really like anyhow to the fullest. So you can say what's your name. You can answer like your name in Turkey, and you can also talk about you know how people say how much is it in Turkey, because a lot of people use taxes.
And buy things, right?
Yeah, and they buy
then
things
taxi,
also in Turkey. Yeah.
First of all, please don't ask taxi how much is it before you enter. There's a taximeter. Make sure they own that taximeter. It's the biggest scam in Turkey, okay? You need to tell them to own the taximeter. Don't accept any fixed price. So, and don't tell the taxi guy your name anyway. So, benim adım Ebru. My name is Ebru. My Turkish name is
Say
Ebru,
again?
guys, by the way. Ebru. Benim adım Ebru.
Say
Benim.
slowly.
Benim adım Ebru.
Benim adım Ebru.
Yeah, you don't have to put the melody.
Benim adım Adeze.
Then ne kadar is how much? Ne kadar? Ne kadar is how much? Then let's say you are going to, I'm sure everybody's tired of taxing. Let's find somewhere else. Nişantaşı. I'm going to Nişantaşı, right? Tell the taxi guy I'm going to Nişantaşı. Nişantaşı'na gitmek istiyorum. I want to go to Nişantaşı. Nişantaşı'na gitmek istiyorum.
Better because I was too fast.
The food is so good. Bu yemek çok güzel.
Çok güzel.
Bu yemek çok güzel. Because
you have to emphasize on this.
Oh, yeah.
Çok güzel.
Çok güzel.
Çok güzel. So keep watching us.
Bizi izlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederiz.
Thank you.